Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. Beautiful. We're going to do a lamb shank curry or masala today. A really silky smooth, beautiful masala sauce, some lovely spices in there, some tomatoes and coconut milk, and of course our super tender, fantastic, fall off the bone lamb. Let's get moving. Okay, so here what I've got is a couple of lamb shanks, as you can see. They're about 400 grams each, so 800 in total. Nice bit of meat on them. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get some salt and pepper on them, a little bit of oil. Let's do that. So I've got them into a mixing bowl. Just give them a generous amount of salt and some black pepper. And then I'm just going to add some corn oil. Just a little bit there. And then simply just get in there with your hand, give them a mix around, and then we're going to get over to the cooker and fry them off to get a little bit of colour on the outside. Beautiful. So I've got my pan here. It's dry. I'm not adding any oil. We've got enough oil on the lamb already. We're going to drop them in. And what we're going to do is cook them on a fairly gentle heat for about 7 minutes. So we're going to be flipping it quite often. Just want to get a nice bit of colour on it. Don't have the heat too high. If the heat's too high, you're just going to blacken it. We don't want to blacken it. We just want to kind of get a nice gentle colour over it. About 7-8 minutes, turning often. Okay, so they're looking absolutely beautiful. Let's get the heat off. We've sealed them really nicely. What we're going to do now is take them out and we're just going to set them aside and we can move on. Okay, so this is the first stage of our masala or curry gravy. Chopped onion, tomato paste, fresh tomatoes, cumin seeds, dried red chilli, green cardamom powder, garam masala powder, salt, chili powder, I'm using the Kashmiri chili powder, coriander powder, cumin powder, and turmeric. And here I've got garlic ginger paste, and there I've got some fresh chilies. The amounts of everything are going to be in the text below. Let's get to the cooker and get this started. It's going to be really beautiful. So I'm back at the same pan. I've added a little bit of oil to the oil that we cooked the lamb in, because that oil's got some fantastic flavours in. So I just topped it up a little bit. What I'm going to do now is drop in the dried chilli and the cumin seeds and just let them do their thing just for a few seconds. We're on quite a high heat now. Then we're going to go in with our chopped onion. Keep it moving for about 3 minutes. Already, this is wonderful. We're now going to add in our garlic ginger paste, which is a 50-50 mix of garlic and ginger. We're now going to go with our salt, green cardamom powder and garam masala powder. And then our chili powder, turmeric, cumin and coriander. To that we're going to be adding our fresh tomatoes. our fresh green chili. Up to you how many you put in, and I've kept mine just in whole. If you wanted, you could chop them in. We're then going to go for that tomato paste. Now the reason I'm using tomato paste in this today is because I want a nice deep red colour. So stay on this high heat, cook this out for about 5 or 6 minutes, stirring often. We should get a little bit of moisture from the tomatoes, the fresh tomatoes. If we don't, we're going to be adding some water. So I've done incredibly well getting water from the fresh tomatoes. If you didn't, you could just add a little bit because it might be a little bit dry. Now the next step is we're going to take this off the heat and we're going to liquefy it. So I'm going to just get one of those submergible soup kind of things, and it goes in, whiz it up, it'll make it nice and smooth. Or you could use your Robo Chef or whatever you call it, your KitchenAid or whatever. So let me go and do that. And don't worry about if it's too thick, because we're going to be adding coconut milk to this anyway. So off goes the heat. I'm going to give that a whiz up so it's nice and smooth, because we want this to be really sort of silky smooth. And once we put the coconut milk in, it's going to be absolutely delicious. Back in a moment. Okay, so you saw me just do that. Let's get the heat back on. Now I'm going to drop that back into the pan. So we've got a really nice kind of smooth curry sauce there. Now what we're going to do is going to grab our lamb shanks, drop them in. Let me turn that heat down a bit, it's a bit high at the moment. We're now going to go in with that coconut milk. So I've got like 1 pint of coconut milk there. Keep this on a, not a simmer, but above a simmer. Just get that mixed in. And we now need to let this go for 30 to 40 minutes. Giving it a stir every now and then. Okay, off goes the heat, off comes the lid. Now this has actually been going on a nice low heat for about 50 minutes, 50. Look at that. That is totally outstanding. That meat is going to be super, super tender. I checked it a few minutes ago. That's really good. A little bit of fresh coriander, or cilantro, whatever you call that, in the mix. And this is done. Absolutely delicious. And there you go, absolutely wonderful. It takes a long time to cook this one, but it really is worth it. Super tender lamb shank in a beautifully silky smooth masala or curry. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, please. Give us a thumbs up, that helps us out a great deal. And more importantly, leave us a message. We want to know that you're fine. Keep safe, keep well. Lots of love.